it's Mia from Rose Nails by Marissa Coombs, and today I've got my lovely husband who is going to provide his hands for me to show you how to do an overlay with the SBD London builder gels. I'm going to be using the purple builder gel for the overlay, and then I'm going to do another video for extending with the builder gel using the turquoise builder, so keep an eye out for that video too. So for the purposes of this video, I have not done any prep work to my husband's nails, purely because we are going to be taking the enhancements off as soon as we're finished putting them on anyway, because I don't think he's going to want to wander around with a nice purple overlay and a nice turquoise extension. I don't think he's going to be quite up for that, even though he is a diamond, letting me practice on him a lot. So we're just going to go in with a thin layer of rubber base to start off with, making sure that we're going all over the natural nail and capping the free edges. So just excuse the state of my husband's hands, because he has not had any... Oh no, I did push his cuticles back. I tell a lie, I pushed his cuticles back, but I did not buff off the surface shine or anything like that, or do any cuticle work. Right, so now that that's been in the lamp and it's been cured for 60 seconds, that rubber base, we're going to go in with our purple builder. So this is one of the jelly builders. So it looks quite sheer if it's applied thin, and then the colour intensifies the thicker it gets. So I'm just going to sort of butt that up to the cuticle, coming round the side walls. It was quite difficult for me to see this because I have a very large camera in the way. Now, if you've got client's skin that's in the way, don't be afraid to pull that skin back. At the end of the day, if that skin is in the way and it's going to stop you from performing your service, then you need to move it out of the way. Just obviously say to your client, if you're not comfortable with moving sort of skin or moving their bits of hands around or something, or if you're new, just say, oh, do you mind if I just pull this back? It's just getting in the way or something. Just be polite and explain that you need to do it to perform your service. So right, that's been cured in the lamp for 60 seconds. That is just a nice thin layer of builder on top of the natural nail. So now we're going to go in with a slip layer, which is just another thin layer of the builder gel that is going to help us to put on our bigger bead, which is going to be our apex bead. Because wherever you put gel wants to follow it. So if you put a slip layer down, then when you're putting that apex bead in, it will naturally want to self-level and follow the rest of the slip layer, which is nice, and it creates a nice extension or a nice overlay. So this is my bigger bead. I'm just going to sort of roll some of that off of my brush and then pillow it up towards the cuticles. And then I'd go in the horseshoe shape, and that product is always got contact with my brush. I never sort of take it away, and then just horseshoe it all the way down to the free edge before you break that contact. And then the product gets thinner and thinner and thinner as it gets towards the free edge, because you've put most of it in the area where you want the slight apex. Obviously you're not going to need a massive apex, because this is just an overlay on a short natural nail. So I'm just going to cleanse off that sticky layer after it's been in the lamp for 60 seconds. And I am going to attempt to file this when I've got a large camera in front of my face. So I do jiggle the camera about a little bit, so I apologise for that. So I'm just going to smooth out the nail surface a little bit, getting rid of any lumps and bumps. I'm going to try and avoid going over the apex area too much, because obviously I don't want to file that away. I'm just going to go over that ever so slightly. So when I'm doing this, I am contouring the nail down. So my file is at an angle here. So I'm going towards the free edge, if that makes sense. So my file is coming down. So I'm not really touching my apex area. If you see me do any of this, I am not touching my apex area there. I am filing down so that it's nice and thin at the free edge. And then just going over any other areas. If you can see any area that is still shiny, that means your file has not touched it yet. So that's going to be like a bump or a dip or something. So you need to be able to either file that off or buff it off. So right, that's nicely filed. Now, because these are jelly builders, as they get thinner towards the natural nail, they do appear to be quite see-through, because it's a jelly builder, obviously. So when I cleanse away that dust, you will see that obviously the middle of my husband's fingernail is going to have a deeper, more intense purple on it, because that's where the bulk of the product is. And then around the edges is going to be more see-through, because that's where the product is thinner. So I'm just going to go in with the tempering top coat. Obviously at this stage you can go in with your colour or whatever you're doing for your design. My husband's not that fussed on having a design today. So we're just going in with the tempering top coat, which is also from SBD London, which is fabulous stuff. It's chip resistant, it's all sorts resistant. I wear it on my nails all the time, although I do manage to file most of my nails off most of the time. But that is not the top coat's fault. That is my own carelessness. So yeah, we're just going to put top coat on there, and then we're going to cure that for 60 seconds and get rid of any product that you have accidentally got, especially if you are trying to cap a really short nail. It can be quite hard because you can get it on the skin. And there it is. There is your nice overlay. So that's using the purple jelly builder. Excuse my husband's hands. And keep tuned for the extension video that is coming up soon. Bye!